Dum da da dum, dum da da dum, dum dum, dum da da dum, dum da da dum. It's the Blue Book. D. McDonald Design Stained Glass Coloring Book 2 for Adults and Gifted Children. I colored this cover. Here's the back. The back. If there isn't somebody's name on the front cover, I colored it. That's the way that goes. All right, this is going to give us a look at what's inside this book. 168 pages divided by 2, 1.11 pounds of paper. Stained glass coloring book 2 for adults and gifted children. This has the texture on it, and then I just like this. There was something about it, and I said I want to color that. It's so simple, but I want to color it. So it has nothing to do with stained glass. Absolutely nothing. But I like the bricks, and I did enjoy coloring it. This is a book. These books are old that I'm doing right now. I bled through on purpose. I used, I don't know how I did that. Okay, must have been really white, yellow marker, and then I colored it with pencil. Yeah, yeah. All right, here I just wanted to color it and leave it really simple. Very simple. Okay, so there's a lot of it. It really appealed to me. And you're not just getting my books, you're getting part of my mind in my books. You'll see that I really was fascinated by it. I saw a million and one things to do with this simple window on brick. And I think I'm gonna play with that later. Maybe, I don't know. I have so many books. Here I put my own lines in, and I was playing with my purple and blending. So a good book to practice in. Here I added all of these little swirly curlies. Oh my goodness, there's even more. I haven't looked at these in a long time. But somebody has been very confused between these books and the 2021 books. 2021 books only have the texture in them, and they're different. They're just not from this group. There is a giant book which I should have been showing at least at the end of each video, but I'll take a timeout because I've been working steadily on this. All of the books that I've been doing tonight are put in here, and it's the stained glass only. It's a almost $16 book, I believe, but it's all 5 books rolled into one, unless there was a design I really did not care for, and then it didn't get included. Yeah, I don't think the windows. No, the windows never have stained glass, so they're not in there. But this is, because I like this one. All right, so now we got over the window thing. So many ways of coloring this, and if you use a light marker, you can use pencil, but you really want to use something that allows the texture to bleed through. The Fila gel highlighters, the 24 pack, which is a double pack of 12 and 12 is 24, just in case you're really worse at math than I am. But you get a light blue, a dark blue, 3 shades of pink. I really like the product, and I have bought all of the different gel highlighters, and it's just my favorite. In the $12 range, they last a long time. I go through the light blue really quick though, rapido, and I try not to. Look at that, I haven't outlined it. I like to let things bleed through and then go back and outline it and play around with it. Look at that, that's pretty stunning, Deb. So I like the books with the texture only in them, but I personally like playing around with, okay, yeah, it looks good as stained glass, but what can I do with it as a coloring page? And with each and every book, I point out that if I put duplicates in there, it doesn't make the book more expensive. The book was going to be $8.95 or $9.95 or $14.95, no matter what. So when you get a duplicate, you're getting a little bonus. A bonus. It also helps get the books big enough so that the name goes on the spine so you can find it on a bookshelf. You cannot put a name on a spine working through Amazon if the book isn't of at least 120 some pages back to back. You have to meet a certain criteria of page numbers, or they will not stick it on a skinny book. That's kind of interesting. All right, back to the stained glass. Stained glass. I think not stained glass. Okay, so darker lines, thinner lines. The unknown, anxiety, worry, pain. Oh, I was working something out there, so that's not bad either to do with a page. If you're having an emotionally bad day, do something interesting. All right, I deliberately blended through on here, which basically, if you see multiples and you think, oh, why do I need this many? Use it as a buffer page and don't worry about it. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. That one got snuck in later. Should have gone in the front. Big Dragonfly. Also, my 2021 books, the stained glass is a lot better. I, I, I got better at what I was doing, figuring things out. But look at it's so pretty without the stained glass too. So I kind of like both series of books. The gifted adults and gifted children books include line art, and the 2021 books do not. And the Hertz book that came out in 2022, I believe. We're looking at what Debbie did. Looking. Coloring is just a really peaceful, quiet, reflective um, pastime. Doesn't cost a whole lot, really. You don't have to buy the most expensive anything. You just have to enjoy it. Uh, let's go. Let's do a little quick demo. Let's use a light pink because the light pink is really easy to do. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show how these Fila gel highlighters work. All right. That's what I do. I just rapidly throw it down there, and then I take my finger and I work it in. Rub a dub dub. Somebody's in my tub. I don't have a tub. All right. Then I'm going to use the glow in the dark yellow. And then I'm going to grab whatever comes next. The blue, I don't know. It's going to be kind of dark. Let's go with the green. Are you green? You're green. You're green. I'm going to do the base in green. All right, now you scribble like a kid because you're coloring with lipstick. Wow. You done? No. Luckily, I have 10 fingers, and I use that to move the gel highlighter, gel as in jelly, as in lipsticky, around. And it's just that simple. Fun, easy to do. I'm going to definitely use light blue, but I'm totally out of light blue. I have to order more. I'm kind of holding out because sometimes it'll drop a little bit, like by $2, and then I scoop them up. I don't know. My birthday's coming up. I could ask for somebody to get me. I wish they just ordered the light blue. I definitely buy 24 light blues. I need to write to that company. They're missing something important here. I don't need the pinks as much as I want the light blues. I'd also like a lighter, a light purple. I do. I need to contact them. Wow, look at that. That's pretty good. Sometimes I really surprise myself years later. And what I don't do, and I tell people to do, make sure you put your name and the year that you do something, so that many years later, you could say, "Wow, that was pretty good for back then. I nailed it on this. It looks pretty darn good." You see that I added white here. I don't have any of that white stuff either. I ran out of that. I'm on low budget. Everybody's trying to hang in there in 20. What year are we in? 2022. I've given up. I can't even remember what year it is anymore. Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool, too. I have to say, now that I've gone through quite a few of these books, I really do like the texture, but then I like the not texture. It does give you some diversity in the book to play around with. I did a lot of coloring. I have done a lot of coloring. All right, then the side-by-sides in the back, where I combined a solid, one in the front, and I double it to see what would that look like. Once I learned how to do that, I just had to go play around a little bit, flipping it, making it face each other. I just and to play with. Even the good practice pages in the back, but pretty, very pretty. Okay, here we have the stained glass look. I don't know if I put no samples in here. It looks like I don't like typing at all. So to put in the samples of the book, when you get a book with that, here's one. This I hate doing it. Hate it. I just hate doing this. Stained glass coloring book 2 for adults and gifted children. So you get one that has the title to share with the rest of the world, and thank goodness it is one with a texture, but it's not my favorite. I used this was not my favorite. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd share that. Stained glass coloring book 2 for adults and gifted children with the line art part in it, and published in Columbia, South Carolina, the 21st of March, 2018. Wow, you're almost having a birthday book. All right, that's it. When we look at the back book, the back of the book includes another colored by Antoinette, and then some of what it looked like so that you can get a point of reference. You should want that. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for liking. I thank you for sharing. And I thank you for any purchase you can make at any time, even if you don't even know why you'd want a coloring book. It brightens my day to see any kind of sales at all. So thank you very much, world, when you choose to throw some money my way. I also have books on Amazon that are nowhere near $8.95 or $9.95 or $15. So please, if you just can only afford a couple bucks, go buy a book. And I thank you. I have one left.